A few years ago, I was living just outside a quiet little town in central Virginia called Brookridge. It's the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, and nothing ever really happens. I was in college at the time and staying with my family while going to school nearby. My uncle worked as the music director at a local Presbyterian church, an old but welcoming place that had been around for over a century, alongside regular services. The church ran a small community theater program for kids and teens during school breaks. They put on short plays and musicals in a modest stage setup housed in one of the older wings of the building. It wasn't Broadway by any means, but it meant a lot to the community. Around the week after Thanksgiving, we were getting our house ready for Christmas. My mom asked if I could drive out to the church and pick up 2 large outdoor Christmas trees we usually set up in front of our house. It wasn't too far, so I said sure, even though it meant going into an empty building late at night. When I arrived, the whole place was dark except for the streetlights casting long shadows across the parking lot. The church itself had 3 connected sections: the main chapel, an administrative wing, and a smaller building that housed classrooms and the theater. Behind the buildings was an old cemetery, peaceful and quiet, like most small-town churchyards. I unlocked the side door to the theater building, turned off the alarm, and flipped on all the lights before heading upstairs. The theater was on the 2nd floor, and I knew the trees were stored backstage somewhere. As I walked through the lit auditorium and onto the stage, I started hearing some odd noises coming from behind the curtains. Not loud, just shuffling, like something was being dragged across the floor. At first, I thought maybe a mouse had gotten inside, or one of the props had shifted. But the sound didn't feel random. It felt deliberate. I paused for a moment, trying to calm myself down, then pushed through the curtains, grabbed the trees as fast as I could, and got back to my car. As I was pulling away, it hit me. I'd left the lights on, the doors unlocked, and the alarm system disabled. Classic horror movie move, right? But I didn't want to leave it like that, so I forced myself to go back in. This time, I made my way straight upstairs to turn off the lights in the theater. That's when things got weird again. I could hear footsteps, slow, heavy, pacing across the darkened stage. The seating area was still lit, so I had a clear view of the stage, but there was nothing there. Still, the sound continued. In what I can only describe as a mix of curiosity and fear, I tapped out shave and a haircut on the wall, the classic ghost call. No sooner did I finish than I heard a loud boom from backstage, like something had fallen over. I didn't stick around to find out what. I ran downstairs, heart pounding, and decided I needed to use the restroom before leaving. Classic horror trope, I know. But as I stood there, I began hearing creaking above me, like something was walking toward the stairs. I swear my heart rate doubled. I washed my hands as fast as I could, locked up the building, reactivated the alarm, and got the hell out of there. To this day, I've never gone back. Shortly after that night, I moved away for school and eventually lost touch with the church entirely. I've tried to rationalize everything: the sounds, the timing, the boom, but no matter how much I think about it, that night sticks with me like nothing else. It wasn't just the fear. It was the feeling that whatever was there noticed me.